since the new administration, and I'm not political at all, I'm just trying to put a marker down time-wise, that 6 million people have come across the border. I've also heard that it's closer to 15 and up million people have come across the border. Where do you put that number?
10.5 million under the last administration. That's not a perception, that's not a feeling. Anybody watching right now can go to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, look at the data on the website, and it'll show you. And then you add 2 million known gotaways to that, because those are the known gotaways that Border Patrol collects. Doc, those are just the ones we know about. We don't know what we don't know and how many others have come as well.
During the last few years, an estimated 12.5 million migrants illegally crossed into the United States. In just December of 2023, more than 302,000 crossed the border. That total set the record for the most illegal entries in 1 month in our country's history.
Can you imagine actually being told that you have two choices? Stand your ground or go inside your home, hunker down, lock your doors and close your windows and turn off all the lights. Well, that is what these Texas ranchers are facing almost on a daily basis.
This is the window that they attempted to break in. This is my granddaughter's room. She does not want these steel shutters rolled up. She wants them down. This is her sense of security now.
A child in fear after alleged undocumented individuals attempted to break into the home that sits on the hunting ranch where Debbie spends half of her time.
Then we added these screens. They're steel screens. They're not your regular screens.
What was once her safe, happy place
This whole area is their playground. They basically own it. It's sad.
has now become a fortress of sorts.
It's sickening because we have put in so much to this place. Blood, sweat, and tears. And for it to be destroyed by some criminal organization and drug cartel is heartbreaking. I will shoot. I don't want to. I don't want to kill anybody, but if they come toward me, if it's me or them, I'm shooting. I'm not going to fear them. I'm not going to let them run me out of here.
Well, that clip was Debbie, who is here talking to our friends at cable news network News Nation. You were describing some pretty upsetting things there.
Yes.
You've been broken into 3 times over a span of 18 months, actually.
Correct.
Broken into your home.
Correct.
So you've had to turn your house into a fortress.
Yes, sir. Definitely.
And you're out and about on your land a lot. And you have to arm yourself because you don't know what's going to happen when you're out there.
We are never without a gun on us, ever.
They have found dead bodies on your property.
Yes.
And how are they dying?
They get the children from families in Mexico, and once they get across on the border, then they just dump them.
I've been to the border. I've talked to the guards down there. They tell me they recycle these children, that they put them with adults and gang members so they look like families and come across. Then they recycle the children, send them back, put them with more people, bring them across. And if the gang members they're with or whoever they might be with have to scatter, run, take off, or whatever, the kids can get left behind. That's how they wind up in a bad spot. These children that are coming in with someone that says, I'm their mother, aunt, uncle, or whatever, we have no way of verifying that.
We do not. We used to. Under President Trump, we had rapid DNA testing. That's been done away with.
Are they given money, these people that are released into the country?
So it's our taxpayers that ultimately facilitate the travel. But yes, travel is facilitated and they are given all the necessities that they need.
But that could be a trafficker.
There's a very good possibility that they're being trafficked, that they're going into the sex industry, or they're being forced into the sweatshops.
And we know that. We knowingly are spending our tax dollars to sell children into sex trafficking.
We do. There have been investigation after investigation that shows that a lot of these children are going into homes that are using these children for indentured servitude for cheap labor within the home, whether it's going into the sweatshops, whether it's going into the sex industry.
How, under any theory, is that okay? So the estimates are, I've heard them say that since the new administration, and I'm not political at all, I'm just trying to put a marker down time-wise, that 6 million people have come across the border. I've also heard that it's closer to 15 and up million people have come across the border. Where do you put that number?
10.5 million under the last administration. That's not a perception, that's not a feeling. Anybody watching right now can go to the U.S. Customs and Border Protection, look at the data on the website, and it'll show you. And then you add 2 million known gotaways to that, because those are the known gotaways that Border Patrol collects. Doc, those are just the ones we know about. We don't know what we don't know and how many others have come as well.
So you're saying a solid number is closer to like 13 million, easy.
Yes, sir.